said I gave.
In the far future of Dune, shields can stop bullets, arrows, and pretty much anything moving fast. But the moment you slow down, you're toast. Today, we are going to explain how the personal force field in Dune works, how we could possibly make it in real life, and what would happen if that technology actually existed today.
It's like having a bouncer who only lets the ugly people in.
Alright, first things first. The personal shield in Dune is powered by something called the Holtzman effect. Now don't go googling it expecting a real physics paper. It's 100% made up sci-fi magic. But within the Dune universe, it's real. The Holtzman effect is described as a theory relating to the repellent force of subatomic particles. And it's the backbone of a lot of Dune technology. Not just personal shields, but also anti-gravity suspenders, glow globes, and even faster than light space travel.
Right, and here's the trick. When applied to personal shields, if something's moving too fast, like a bullet, arrow, or an angry X throwing an iPhone, the shield blocks it completely. But if it's moving slow enough, the shield lets it pass through. Just like last night's Taco Bell through my ass.
This is why projectile weapons are almost useless in Dune. Lasers? Even worse. If a laser beam hits a shield, the energy feedback triggers a massive explosion. We are talking nuclear level bad day.
Which is why, instead of epic space gun battles, you get slow, deliberate sword and knife fights. It's basically a glorified mosquito net, except the mosquitoes are bullets.
And if you try to stab someone politely, you'll probably succeed.
So, what would it take to make this in real life? Most projectiles that pose a threat, bullets, knives, are made of metal. If we could surround a person with a sufficiently strong enough electromagnetic field, dense enough to repel metallic objects via induced currents, it could, in theory, act like a Dune shield.
So, to stop a typical 5.56 assault rifle bullet, you'll need a force field with 56 Tesla strength. About 10 more Teslas than our current strongest magnets in labs. Also, to power it, you would need at least 250 million joules, about a quarter of the output of an average nuclear power plant.
So, as soon as we can micro-size nuclear power plants into backpacks or smartwatches, we can have our own personal force fields.
Tecnologia!
That still leaves the problem of non-metallic projectiles. iPhones, shoes, rocks, and bird poop. One way to fix that already exists in our real world, non-Newtonian fluids. These are liquids that act as solid objects when extreme force is applied to them. But if you softly try to pass through, they act like normal liquids and let you through. Just like the Dune force field. So all we need is a way to make our electromagnetic force field act like a non-Newtonian fluid. And that would take care of the non-metallic objects as well.
So basically, we just have to add a bunch of microchips and programming to the force field generators so that they act like non-Newtonian fluids. And we can also up the strength of those force fields to a degree where non-metallic objects, like even plastic, can be repelled by it. I mean, in our labs, we already have experiments where frogs and plastics can be kept afloat simply by magnetic fields. And instead of quarter of a nuclear power plant, we might as well just use the whole thing and turn it up to 11. Side effect: you'll never lose your keys again. They will just be stuck to you all the time.
Introducing the world's first shield that voids every warranty within a 5-meter radius. Alright, hypothetical time. What if we had Dune's personal shield in our world right now?
First thing, militaries are snatching them up like it's Black Friday. Guns, useless. Missiles, nope. Grenades, congratulations. You just invented very loud paperweights.
And that means we go back to the glorious days of medieval warfare. Crusader armor, giant swords, katanas. Every guy's inner 12-year-old is screaming with joy.
Fast forward a few years. Tech gets very cheap. Now the regular folks are rocking personal shields. You're thinking, cool bro, safer roads.
Actually, if your car crashes at high speed, the shield stops your body instantly. Seatbelt whiplash? Try becoming a neatly coated blob of goo in your own force field Tupperware. So, maybe not the best use case scenario for this.
On the bright side, the cleanup crews will love it. Just pick up the human jelly jar and carry on.
And without advanced weapons, all those countries keeping quiet because their opponents had bigger guns, now they're free to say, 1v1 me, scrub!
Which means World War III. But it's just endless duels. No tanks, no jets, just some sweaty guys in plate armor whacking at each other in slow motion.
Somehow, both cooler and dumber than the wars we have now.
So there you have it. Dune Shields. It's perfect for saving your life. Unless your attacker is really slow. Or you can just use it as seatbelts and airbags.
Fortunately, the like and subscribe buttons aren't shielded with personal force fields.
So feel free to hit those buttons as hard as you possibly can.
And if you want more stories like this, just hold my logic.